Hi guys, I am Susan from Orange Light Energy. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about when we're in times of challenge, when we feel emotional, when we are struggling. I don't know. I always seem to find that when you're going through something, when you're experiencing it personally, is a good time to talk about it, to express it, to be able to bring through what you need, to be in a place where you understand more of the situation. So if you're not in that kind of place right now, don't feel that you should be, that you are in some way in the wrong place. I'm talking about this now so that if this can be helpful to you or anybody at any time when they are just feeling the heaviness of the world, this is a resource. It's something that is there. I think in part for me, some of this, in my last video, I talked about a new session that I'm working on, the Empath Support. Clearing energies that are not your own, energies that you are holding on to, that are not yours, that are not your frequency, that are blocking your energy. And I did the work for myself, and I felt lighter, I felt things move, but it's taken time for things, it's like anything. You take something out, all of the other pieces kind of shift into place. They find their own space. They fill in the spaces that were there. And what I have felt in the days that has followed is a lot more emotion, a lot more recognition of my own wounds, things that maybe had been clouded, that had been filtered through other people's energies, that now all of a sudden I am very aware of. Things that I may not have recognized were mine or had been overwhelmed or masked by somebody else's energies, that now are bringing me these emotional responses to things, a heaviness that is just allowing me to respond and react, to see where maybe there's things I need to work on in my own energy that I hadn't realized before. It's an interesting space to be in, new perspectives on things that I was already going through, places where I had felt very focused on how was it impacting other people, how were other people dealing with it, and now I feel much more aware about how do I feel about it, how is my energy reacting, what do I need from this, what are the wounds that I hold. And it's had me thinking a lot about this, because what I'm seeing is some of these things, a healing of your energy is a lot like the healing of anything, energy, the physical things, emotional, mental, any of these things. There is no magic button. There is a path that you're going to go through. There's different things you're going to work on, and some of it's going to be out of your control. There's a lot of things in our world right now that are heavy, that are outside of our control. There may be things in your workplace. What are the conditions there? How are you treated? How are you compensated? Within your own family, how are you treated? How do people talk to you? Are you respected? Do people expect you to do everything for them? Do people support you? Are people there for you? All of these things are going to have an impact on your experience. So you can work on your energy and you can do all of these things. But there are changes too that need to come within your life. And I think a lot of the work that my business partner Jennifer and I do is about helping with that part of things, to clear blocks, to clear restrictions, to help you clear trauma, to empower you, to clear your energy enough so that you can see what change is needed. What have you been putting up with? What have you been dealing with? How are you feeling about things? How are you restricted? How can you change your life to find what it is that you're looking for? To find that space where you can be more open, where you can be more yourself. I guess it's coming to my mind now because I feel clearer. I feel clear of other people's energies, and it's giving me greater clarity on what have I been putting up with? What have I been allowing? What are the things that I have just thought were normal? And there's a lot of times and sessions recently when it has come up that this is how we've always been in this lifetime. We don't know any different, so we don't realize how we've been restricted. So if we come down here and we're cloaked from some things, we cannot see it. We have to work through things. And then when you see it, all of a sudden you think, why didn't I fix that sooner? Why didn't I change that? Why didn't I say something? Why didn't I put boundaries in place? Why didn't I advocate for myself more? And the more that I can see these things changing in my own life, the more I can see progress in the things that I have been doing. If I think now about where I was a year ago and where I am now, how I speak up for myself now, I can see that there's progress, but then I see all of this stuff that just cleared, and I can see there's so many more places for growth, so many more places that things can be cleared. And it gets me thinking about the bigger picture. These things that we didn't realize we could control, didn't realize we could change. And I think because of the work that I do, because I do so much work with the Akashic Records of past lifetimes, my mind tends to jump to those places. If something's wrong, it must be in the past. It must be something that I can clear. But I think too, you have to remember to put a focus on who you are in this time. What have you lived through? What have you experienced in this time? What has made you who you are? What has brought you to this moment? If you start taking stock of what are the things in your life that have made you happy? What are the times you've been the happiest? What are the things that have brought you joy? What sticks out in your mind? Is it creating something? Is it certain people that you are around, places you have gone to? Activities that you do? Is it spending time with animals? Like, what are the things that really make you happy? The things that you wish you could do more of? But on the flip side of that, everything's a balance. What are the things that have brought you the greatest struggle? What are the things that you remember from your childhood bringing you struggle? What are the things in your life that you have always found hard? What can you learn from these things? What can you see about them? Maybe it's writing a list. Something where you can be aware, so you can see patterns. You can see what are the things that have helped you to grow, and what are the things that you are uncomfortable with. How can you move through those things? How can you find yourself more of the things that you enjoy, more of the things that help you to thrive? What are the things in your life that you could redefine, that you could change, that you could take away, that you could modify, that can bring you to greater ease? Where can you stand up for yourself? And some of it may be beyond your control, but if you enjoy creating, do it. Find space in your day. Is it exercising, movement? Is it wanting to be outside? To do these things, make it a conscious choice to bring into your life the things that really will nourish you. I'm talking about this now, and I know that when you're in this heavy place, it can just feel like a weight. It can feel a little bit like you can't breathe. Heaviness, I feel it here. Earlier, I was outside, went for a walk, and when I was walking, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Not in a medical way, More like there was just so much emotion that was trying to clear itself, so much overwhelm that was trying to clear itself. And sometimes when you get like that, help from others can be really beneficial. I know I'm going to make an appointment with my Reiki teacher, have her help me to maybe work through some of these things. 'Cause talking to somebody else can be huge. Somebody outside of yourself, somebody who can offer a different perspective, somebody who can access these things in a different way than you can. Obviously, Jennifer and I, we offer those kind of sessions, healing with Metatron, a spiritual journey consultation, Akashic records. There's any number of things. I'll link our services below just so you can see how we might be able to help you. If you're not sure, you can email us and we can respond. But, for some people, it may be going to Reiki or energy healing. For somebody else, it might be seeing a therapist. It might be doing exercise. It may be talking to somebody within your family that you trust. For everybody, this looks different. What you need looks different. The path forward looks different. Like I said, it's just a recognition there is no magic pill. There's nothing that changes things in an instant, but there is a path. And there are steps along the path. And every little bit of this work that you do, every realization that you come to, moves you further down that path. And the more consistent you are with that, the more intentionally, the more diligently you are working in your energy, the more you're going to find these breakthroughs. You're going to find the path forward. You're going to find the ways to help yourself. You're going to clear the blocks, clear the restrictions. And each one of those is going to help you to be your own ally, to be able to find your way forward. It's going to help you to find the things that you really enjoy in your life, the things that can bring you happiness, that can bring you peace and allow you to really appreciate it. I know I'm in this heavy place, but I'm also today just feeling grateful. I am sitting outside. It is a beautiful fall day. Gonna have to edit some background noise out of the video because my neighbors are cutting their grass now and some airplanes are overhead. But it's beautiful, and I can sit out here and I can just get a little sunshine, take in some fresh air, ground myself. Maybe even just being on this path, you have that recognition that these times don't last, that you have tools to move through them, whatever they are for you. Just don't give in. Don't ever feel that there's no way out. There's always a path forward. We just need to find it. And sometimes it can be really hard to find that. It can be really hard to figure out how you can move forward. To feel exhausted, depleted is hard. But please don't give in. Don't think that there's no path forward, that you cannot do this. There's always help out there. There's always something that can be done. Some help that can come. Somebody who can bring light to your situation. If you are feeling hopeless, if you are struggling, find the people that can help you. And that may be us, it may be somebody else, it may be someone in your family, somebody you haven't met yet. But it can be a therapist, it can be somebody who professionally can help you to understand yourself and understand what you are going through and how to move through it. That feels pretty dark, and I don't want to just leave it in that space because this really, it's about hope. I'm in a heavy space now, but it's a part of a healing. It's a part of moving through something. It's a part of adjusting and adapting and integrating. And, the energies of this time, we're purging, we're clearing, we're ending, we're completing cycles. And endings come with grief, with loss. letting go, and that can be really heavy in whatever form it takes for you. But just know that where there are endings, there are new beginnings. There's new things that will show themselves, and as you move past restrictions and blocks, as you move past wounds, you're coming to a new place, you're coming to a new chapter. And you know that new chapter is full of hope, and it's full of light, and it's full of things you cannot see yet, things you may not even be able to comprehend are coming your way. So just stick with it. Stick with it. Advocate for yourself. Find the things that you need. Find the things that make you happy. Find the ways that you can bring joy into your life, even if it's just little bits, little moments that can lift things from you. And just be gentle with your energy when you're moving through these times, because heaviness is hard. Emotional wounds are hard. Any wounds are hard, any restrictions. So just be gentle with yourself and know that it doesn't last, that you can move through it, that you can get clarity and understanding through these things, and that they lead you to something beautiful. They lead you to a new place and to new beginnings. All right, I'm gonna leave it here, but I'm sending love to you all. If you need us, we are here. I'll put the link to Jennifer's channel below as well. All right.